Okay, Brian, the link should be live. You can take it from the browser.
You're good.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Chairman, we are streaming. Oh, would you like to wait?
You hit something. Yes, one moment, please.
Okay.
You can hear you, but there we go.
Oh.
We had lost the connection for one moment.
Oh, no worries. So we are good to go. We are streaming on Facebook and YouTube. So we're ready.
All right. All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the meeting of the Board of Commissioners of the Public Building Commission of Chicago, being held today, March 16, 2021, at approximately 2:30 p.m. Due to COVID-19, an in-person meeting is not prudent or practical. Today's meeting is being conducted by video conference and is being live streamed on the PBC's YouTube and Facebook accounts. You can access this information on the agency's website at pbcchicago.com. Director Sanchez, would you please call the roll?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good afternoon, Commissioners. It's great to see everyone today. Thank you for participating in our virtual board meeting. I wanted to provide a reminder that as we begin our meeting, to please keep your microphones muted when you are not speaking. But for now, please unmute your microphone as I call the roll. Chairman Lightfoot.
Present.
Commissioner Camargo.
Here.
Commissioner Ellis.
Here.
Commissioner Lavelle.
Here.
Commissioner Maldonado.
Here.
Commissioner Preckwinkle.
Here.
Commissioner Randall.
Here.
Commissioner Sparopoulos.
Here.
Commissioner Whitley.
Here.
Madam Chair, we have a quorum. Commissioners, please mute your microphones.
Thank you, Director Sanchez. First item on our agenda is the public participation. Pursuant to Section 2.06G of the Open Meetings Act, a public comment period will be held. Registered speakers will be allowed 2 minutes to provide comments. Director Sanchez?
We have no registered speakers.
All right. Next item, consideration of approval of the regular meeting minutes held on February 9th, 2021. Is there a motion?
So moved by Reverend Whitley.
Is there a second?
Oh, motion to, yes. Sorry.
Second, Commissioner Randall.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed say nay. The motion to approve the minutes passes. Next item, a report by the Administrative Operations Committee regarding meeting held on March 10th, 2021. Committee Chairman Maldonado will provide a report. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The AO Committee held a virtual meeting on March 10th, 2021. Our report is as follows. The Chief of Staff reported on 3 task order awards for specialty consultant services and 7 task order awards for architect and engineer of record services to previously appointed firms. The reports are included in the electronic documents under tabs A4A and A4B. The Chief of Staff also reported on the process underway to appoint an architect of record for the Sanganash Elementary School Annex project. Lastly, she provided an update on PBC's work with CDOT and AIS to enter into intergovernmental agreements for future projects. The Executive Director will provide additional details during her report. The Chief Development Officer reported on field order awards issued and provided a recommendation to approve change orders for 2 projects under tabs A4C as follows. A change order for unused commission contingency and the credit amount of $20,270.12 at the Lakeview High School renovation project, and a change order for work in the amount of $11,576.58 at the Williams Park Fieldhouse project. The AO Committee accepted the recommendations and reports from the PBC representatives. That concludes my report, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Chairman Maldonado. Is there a motion to accept the report?
This is Reverend Whitley. I move that we accept the report.
Is there a second?
Commissioner Randall, I second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed say nay. And the report is accepted. Next up is the report of the Executive Director regarding regular reports, development status, and other matters. Director Sanchez?
Thank you. Once again, good afternoon, commissioners. Chicago's First Lady, Amy Eschliman, and Alderman Jason Irwin recently had the opportunity to tour the West Garfield Park community's newly renovated Legler Regional Library. The PBC, along with our partners at Ratio Architects and FH Passion SNN Nielsen and Associates, transformed the facility with vital renovations, technology upgrades, and improved infrastructure for program enhancements. We were able to make repairs to the building interior by reconfiguring the existing floor plan and repurposing the underutilized spaces. The PBC also upgraded the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing systems and installed new furniture and equipment. In addition, the PBC worked with a series of preservationists to reinstall Carrie James Marshall monumental painting, Knowledge and Wonder. Furthermore, in observance of Black History Month and Women's History Month, there is a spectacular exhibit, Collaborations Beyond the Veil, on display through April 30th with banners floating from the central balcony highlighting women of color. For our annual Black History event, Tony Woods, the executive director from Public Equity, shared the organization's mission to provide second chances to marginalized individuals and groups through street outreach, re-entry, and organizing services. Sharing their core values of redemption, restorative justice, and society equity in Inglewood provided an inspiring launching pad for Black history trivia. Also, I wanted to share with you all the good work that is being done by the Chicago Women in Trades. Our staff virtually met with members of the organization to continue our conversations on how to support programs that encourage women in non-traditional occupations and advance the mission of the Chicago Women in Trades. Finally, to honor Women's History Month, the PBC has recognized the achievements and contributions of women throughout history by electronically sharing stories, biographies, and photos to commemorate this important observance. It has been a great way for us all to celebrate women in history and stay connected. That concludes my report for A5.
Thank you, Director Sanchez. Is there a motion to accept the director's report?
Yes, this is Reverend Whitley, and I move that we accept the Executive Director's report.
And a second?
Second, Commissioner Randall.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed say nay. And the report is accepted. Thank you, Executive Director. And if I may, I just wanted to point out that the Executive Director has been extraordinarily helpful to the City of Chicago in helping us envision and advance a number of different initiatives to support women-owned and minority businesses. So I just want to thank you on the record for your support, Executive Director Sanchez.
Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Next up on the agenda is a consideration of the appointment of the architect. Yes, sir.
If I may,
Yes,
this is Reverend Whitley, and I want to thank you and thank our Executive Director and the entire board for the Legler Library project. As one who is heavily invested in West Garfield Park, with the work we do in the community, that was a major a positive in our community. And thank you, Mayor, for all that you're doing to bring greater attention to both the West Side and the South Side with Invest West. So thank you so much. I want to make that personal comment. Very, very big for us and our young people in our community. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And as many of you know, libraries are very important to me and important to our household, given my wife's longstanding work at the Chicago Public Library. And I will tell you that we have great plans for Legler over the course of the coming months and in the summer. We want to really make Legler Library a focal point of that Pulaski corridor as really a catalyst for very positive change in that area. And so I appreciate it. And it's great to see the Carrie James Marshall piece back up in Legler. And I think this is just going to be a tremendous opportunity for that community because of the central role that Legler plays in that area of the city. So thank you, Commissioner Whitley.
Pleasure.
Next up is a consideration of the appointment of the architect of record for the Saginaw Elementary School Annex project located at 6040 North Kilpatrick. This was an annex project that was approved by the Chicago Board of Education last fall. Director Sanchez.
Thank you. We are excited to work with the Board of Education on the new annex at the Saginaw Elementary School. The PBC consulted its architect letters of interest and qualifications database to identify firms with relevant experience on projects with additions and/or annexes for K through 12 schools. As a result of that review, we invited 67 firms to a virtual information session. We received a total of 14 submissions from interested firms. By consensus and in consultation with our client, the evaluation committee recommends the appointment of Rada Architects, a women business enterprise firm, as the architect of record for this project. The firm has committed to maximize the utilization of MBE and WBE firms. That concludes my report for B1.
Is there a motion to accept the appointment of the architect of record for the Saginaw Elementary School Annex project?
Whitley, I move that we accept the appointment of the new architect.
And is there a second?
This is Commissioner Randall, I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say nay. The motion is approved. Next up, consideration of approval of an intergovernmental agreement with the City of Chicago Department of Transportation for future projects. Director Sanchez.
Thank you.
Excuse me,
Next-
can I? Yeah, I'm sorry, I was having trouble unmuting myself. I just want to commend the PBC. Rada Architects is a women-owned business, and we don't often see women architects take on the magnitude of projects of this kind for the PBC. So commends all around.
Thank you.
Thank you, President Preckwinkle. Director Sanchez.
Thank you. The next three items on the agenda are related. This first item allows the PBC to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with the City of Chicago Department of Transportation to work together on future projects in an amount not to exceed $500 million. We are excited to form this partnership with CDOT. After the vote, I will report on the second agreement. That concludes my report for C1.
And if I may add, these next items on the agenda, C1, C2, and C3, I believe are all part of the city's capital plan. And these intergovernmental agreements will allow the PPC to be part of this work as we go forward. So on the first item, C1, an intergovernmental agreement with the City of Chicago Department of Transportation. Is there a motion to approve the entering of the intergovernmental agreement?
Reverend Whitley, I move that we accept the agreement.
Is there a second?
I second Commissioner Randall.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say nay. The motion is approved. Next up is C2.
Thank you. This action is for the PBC to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with the City of Chicago Department of Assets, Information, and Services for work on upcoming projects in an amount not to exceed $250 million. We look forward to continuing to partner with the city agencies on upcoming projects for the City of Chicago. That concludes my report for C2.
Is there a motion to accept approval of authorization to enter into an intergovernmental agreement?
I move that we accept.
Second?
Second, Commissioner Randall.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed say nay. The motion is approved. Next up is item C3.
Thank you.
Director Sanchez.
In conjunction with the previous item, which is the IGA with AIS, we will partner with the city on its formulation request in the amount not to exceed $1.5 million for planning activities associated with the 2021 AIS capital plan. We will coordinate the planning activities associated with this formulation with the Department of Assets, Information, and Systems and the city's Office of Budget and Management and the Chicago Public Library and the Chicago Police and Fire Departments. That concludes my report for C3.
Is there a motion to approve entering into a formulation request with the City of Chicago Department of Assets, Information, and Services?
Move that we accept the report for C3.
Is there a second?
Second, Commissioner Randall.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed, say nay. The motion is approved. Last item, is there a motion to adjourn?
Reverend Whitley, let the church say amen. No. No, I move that we adjourn.
And
Second.
is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed, say nay. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The
All
meeting is
right.
now adjourned.
Thank you all.
Thank you all.